Hey, let's take a look at the standings today on SB Baseball. And welcome to the SB Baseball Podcast, guys. I'm your host, Alan, and we're going to take a look at the MLB standings just to see what's going on around the league. Let's see what everyone's doing, where everyone's sitting. It's another week in the books. We had a couple great series last week. We've had some changes at the top of some of the divisions, so let's go ahead and let's jump into it. We're going to start off over in the American League. The Baltimore Orioles are now leading that division. They're at 23-11. They've won 4 straight and 7 of their last 10. They're a game ahead of the Yankees. Those two teams, they played a 4-game series last week, and the Orioles took 3 or 4 from there. Now, the Yankees are a game back. They're at 23-13 right now. They've won 3 straight, and they've won 6 of their last 10. Behind them, you got the Red Sox coming in at 19-16. They're 4.5 back. They've won 5 of their last 5. The Rays are next at 17-18. They're 6.5 back. They've won 3 straight, and they've won 5 of their last 5. And then bringing up the rear in the AL East, you've got the Toronto Blue Jays at 16-19, 7.5 back. They're 3-7 in their last 10. So they're in a little bit of a slump there. On next to the AL Central, where you have the Guardians leading the way. They're 2.5 games up on the Minnesota Twins. We'll talk about the Twins here in a second. Guardians are 22-12. They've won 2 straight, and they're 5. They've won 5 of their last 5, so they're 5-5 in their last 10. The Minnesota Twins, they're 19-14 right now, 2.5 back. They're currently on a 1-game losing streak, but they just got done winning 12 straight. So they were at 7-13, and then they ran off 12 straight. They're 9-1 in their last 10. They just lost last night to the Red Sox. So they are definitely a team that they're hot right now, just tearing it up. So we'll see if they can go ahead and keep that going, keep that momentum going. I think they've got a pretty good series this week. We'll look into some games that are coming up here after we're done going through the standings. The Royals are sitting in 3rd place right now at 20-15. They're 2.5 back. They've lost 2 straight. They just lost a series to the Rangers. Rangers took 2 out of 3 on that one. And the Royals have won 5 of their last 10. So they're 5-5 in their last 10. Tigers are at 18-16 right now. They're 4 back. They just got swept by the Yankees. They've lost 3 straight, and they're 4-6 in their last 10. And then bringing up the rear is the Chicago White Sox, who are actually on a 2-game win streak. But they're 8-26 right now for the season, 14 games back. They're negative 82 on their run differential. They are 5-5 in their last 10, though. So in their last 10, they've almost tripled their win total, right? Just things aren't good in Chicago, but they have started to get a little bit better. AL West, you've got the Mariners leading the way there. They're a half a game up on the Texas Rangers. Mariners are 19-15. They've won 2 straight, and they've won 7 of their last 10. The Rangers are 19-16. They've won 2 straight, and they're 6-4 in their last 10. The two teams did play a series, and I want to say the Mariners did win that one 2-1. And then behind them coming up, don't look now, but the Oakland A's have actually been playing some good ball lately. They just had a 6-game win streak snapped, but they're at 17-18 right now. They're only 2.5 games back, and they're 8-2 in their last 10. This is a team that was so bad last year. They started off the year really rough, but they've started to kind of rebound. They're only 1 game under 500. They've been playing good, and they've been doing it with the long ball. They're crushing home runs at an insane pace right now. After them, you've got the Astros that are 12-22. They're 7 games back. They've lost 2 straight, and they're 5-5 in their last 10. They started to look. They won a couple series in a row before losing this last series, but all in all, they're not doing too bad. They're starting to pick it up. 7 games back though, so they do need to pick up the pace. And then bringing up the rear, they're actually tied. They're both 12-22. The Angels are 12-22 as well. They've lost 2 straight. They've only won 2 of their last 10. Got the news this week that Mike Trout is going to be missing some significant time towards left knee meniscus, and turn time on that. You're looking at 2 to 3 months of no Mike Trout, which, I mean, no one needs to tell you that's not good. They also lost Anthony Rendon as well. All that guy has done since he's joined the Angels is get hurt. So we'll see. This would be a good time for the Angels really to work on some of that young talent. You've got a great manager there in Wash who can really help develop that talent. So we'll see what he does with the young guys there and see how they do. So let's jump on over to the National League. We got the Phillies are in first place in the NL East. They bypassed the Braves. They're 2.5 up on the Braves. The Phillies are 24-11. They've won 5 straight, and they're 9-1 in their last 10. They're playing great ball. Bryce Harper knocked a 3-run homer last night. Alec Boehm's on an 18-game hit streak. They're firing on all cylinders right now. The Braves, on the other hand, are not firing on all cylinders. They're 20-12. They're 2.5 back. They just got swept by the Dodgers. They've lost 3 straight, and they're 4-6 in their last 10. The Braves got to figure some things out, right the ship. I mean, the season's still young, right? And you're only 2.5 back right now. Tons of baseball to play, but you got to snap out of these slumps quick, especially when you got a team like the Phillies that are just hot. In third place, you got the Nationals. They're 17-17. They're 6.5 back, and they're 7-3 in their last 10. The Mets, the Mets are going in ebbs and flows right now. They're hot, they're cold, they're hot, they're cold. Right now they're cold. They're 16-18. They're 7.5 back. They've dropped 3 straight, and they're 3-7 in their last 10. So things have not been good over the last 10 games for the Mets. They really need to get things going again. Bringing up the rear, you got the Marlins. They're 10-26. They traded away Luis Ariz this week. They're 4-6 in their last 10. They're a -68 on run differential. -68. It's not the worst in the league, but it's pretty darn close. NL Central, you got the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs are tied atop that league. The Brewers are 20-13. They have lost 2 straight, and they're 5-5 in their last 10. The Cubs are 21-14. They've won 2 straight, and they're 5-5 in their last 10. The Brewers have lost 2 straight, and the Cubs have won 2 straight because they just got done playing each other. Cubs won that series 2-1, winning the last 2 games, so now they're tied atop of that. After them is the Cincinnati Reds, who have they've been hurting. It hasn't been good here lately. They're 16-18. They're 4.5 back. They've dropped 5 straight, and they're 2-8 in their last 10. So things have not been looking good for the Reds. That's a young team, though. They've got one of the most dynamic players in the league, one of the most fun players to watch. I love watching Elly De La Cruz. Next up, you got the Pirates. They're 5 back at 16-19. They've won 2 straight, and they're 3-7 in their last 10. And then bringing up the rear, 5.5 back at 15-19. You got not the Pirates, the Cardinals. They've lost 2 straight, and they're 5-5 in their last 10. So all the teams are pretty close in the NL Central, with the worst team being 5.5 back. It's not much at all. It's really anybody's race. But right now you've got the Brewers and the Cubs that are on top of that. Got a pretty nice little lead. And then let's go on over to the NL West, where you've got the Dodgers, who just got done sweeping the Braves. They're 23-13. They're 5.5 up on the Padres, who did just get done training for Luis Ariz, so they're working on adding some offense over there. The Dodgers have won 4 straight, and they're 8-2 in their last 10. The Padres are 18-19, 5.5 back, and they're 4-6 in their last 10. Behind them, you've got the Diamondbacks that are 15-20, 7.5 back. They're 3-7 in their last 10. The Giants are 15-20 as well, and they're 3-7 in their last 10, and they've lost 3 straight. And then you got the Colorado Rockies bringing up the rear at 8-26, 14 games back. They've lost 2 straight. They're 2-8 in their last 10, and they are a league worst minus 77. Negative 77 on that run differential. Here's how the difference between the Dodgers are plus 63 in run differential. Huge gap there. But yeah, so that's your standings update, guys. Let's talk a little bit about what we got going on. Of course, leading the MLB in wins is your Phillies. The Philadelphia Phillies are leading the MLB in wins right now. They're at 24-11 at win percentage of .686, leading the league. Up next, you've got several teams with 23 wins. Or actually, I'm sorry, 2 teams with 23. No, 3. You've got the Baltimore Orioles, the Yankees, and the Dodgers all at 23 wins. And then you've got the Guardians at 22. So that's kind of the top of the league right now. Run differential wise, you've got the Dodgers leading the way at plus 63. They're just beating the pants off everybody right now. The Orioles are plus 55, and then you've got the Royals at plus 44 right now. Those are your top 3 teams in your run differential. Your worst 3 teams are going to be the White Sox at minus 82, the Rockies at minus 77, and the Marlins at minus 68. Whew, buddy. This is not good. Leading the league in runs scored, you've got the Dodgers that are ahead of everybody. They're at 197, and the Padres are 10 back of them at 187. And in third place, you've got the Orioles at 180. Bringing up the rear on that, you've got the White Sox, who have scored 100 runs this year. 100 runs in 34 games. That's not too good. That's not good at all. Runs against, you've got the Mariners leading the way. They've only allowed 111 runs. The Royals have only allowed 117. And then next is going to be the Red Sox at 121 on that. Giving up the most runs, the Marlins at 205, the Rockies at 200, and the White Sox at 182. As far as streaks are concerned, you've got a couple teams that have got a few streaks going on. The Phillies are leading the way with a 5-game win streak, and then you've got the Dodgers and the Orioles with the 4-game win streaks, and then you got the Yankees and the Rays with a 3-game win streak. Losing streak right now, you've got the Reds at 5-game losing streak. You've got the Braves at a 3-game, the Mets at a 3-game, the Giants at a 3-game, and the Tigers on a 3-game losing streak. So you got a few teams that are sitting there. They just got swept, right? Upcoming this week, series that just kind of look forward to this week. We got a couple that we want to definitely keep our eyes on. The Tigers. Well, the Tigers and the Guardians are playing. They got a 3-game set. The Guardians are 4 games up on them, so the Tigers can definitely make some progress, right? Win this series, knock that lead back by a couple games. The Rangers and the Athletics. The Rangers are a couple games up on them right now, but again, like I said, the A's have been hot as of late. The Rangers have won, I want to say it's like 3 straight series, but the A's just came off a 6-game win streak, and they've been looking good. as well as the A's won their last series against them. We've got, what else do we got? Let's take a look here. The Braves and the Red Sox got a series going on. We'll see. Both those teams just lost their last series. The Braves got swept. The Red Sox lost that series 2-1 against the Twins. So this is you got two teams that are contending. Someone's got to step up. The Brewers and the Royals is going to be a nice series. They're kicking off a 3-game set. Both those teams have won 20 games so far this year. The Cubs and the Padres. Cubs are 3 games up on the Padres as far as wins are concerned. Shada Umaga is going to be pitching on what day is this? On Tuesday. Looking forward to that. That guy has been must watch here lately. Mariners and the Twins are going on. The Twins have been the hottest team in baseball lately, so we'll see what they do there. That's it for the first series of the week. Let's just jump into what do we got going on. Do we got any good series the second part of the week? You've got, let's just kind of scroll through here. So far, nothing's really catching my eye. The Dodgers and the Padres should be a pretty good one. The A's and the Mariners. So the A's really got a chance to make a dent over there in their division to try and make some progress, as they've got back-to-back series against the Rangers and the Mariners, the two teams that are leading them right now. But that's really all we got. Looking forward to this week, guys. Thank you guys so much for listening. I definitely appreciate it. If you would, do me a favor. Hit that like, that subscribe, leave a comment, tell a friend, all of that fun stuff. Guys, baseball season's been fun. Looking forward to it. We got a lot of good series coming up. A lot of great baseball left in us. But hey guys, as always, I'm Alan. I'll talk to you guys later. Deuces. Thank you for listening to the SB Baseball Podcast.